Hey guys, welcome to Denny's. Today we have a Q&A that the devs went over last night at the Tokyo Game Show in Japan, live on IGN Japan. There is a few questions that they were asked, and I do want to go over them. A few of them are things they've already said, but there is some somewhat new information. I figured I would put out a video, a really quick one, just to go over the quick questions that were asked. So remember to like the video if it helped you, comment any feedback you got from me down below, subscribe if you feel that I've earned it. But let's not waste too much time. Let's hop right into it this time around. So starting off with the first question that came from the community, this is going to be, you are receiving feedback from various user communities. How are you utilizing it? The devs answered, we are receiving a lot of feedback and we are taking all of it seriously. We are also looking at the data and considering which feedback to prioritize and reflect. One of the most common pieces of feedback we've received recently is about farming. What should we do about farming? This is one of the most common pieces of feedback we've received. We will simply simplify farming across a wide map and improve the farming probability issue. I'm guessing that means that they're going to do something about the farming that whenever we're doing like reactors and the RNG, the probability is just absurd. They already said they were going to be obviously fixing reactors, but this is just kind of them just solidifying that they are going to be changing the RNG problem that comes with farming. They also said we will work hard to add various modules related to the skill power and weapon attack power. Now, I do want to mention this is translated from Japanese, so there could be some poor translation here if that wasn't already obvious. However, this we already knew, work to add various modules related to skill power and attack power, fire attack, so that's good. We will also improve physical defense, they said. We will also add content that requires the research of various builds. So they're obviously going to be adding content that, these builds that we're making for endgame will actually end up working out. And there's more things to build for, which is really good, obviously. It's the one thing that this game needs. We are making significant efforts to improve skin quality, and the response has been generally positive. So they had some feedback regarding skins. I think all the skins have been okay. Obviously, some I'm gonna like, some I'm not gonna like. Naturally, it's kind of how it goes in every video game. In season one, we received a lot of criticism for penalty gimmicks and puzzle gimmicks, so we plan to shift the focus more towards combat in the future. This is new info. I mean, kind of. Obviously, they changed the puzzle gimmicks and the penalty gimmicks already. They removed the traps in some dungeons. They made the invasion dungeons extremely easy. So this is very hopeful. The fact that they said we are going to shift focus towards combat in the future, that means they're going to be doing less puzzles and less traps and focus more on spawning enemies and maybe help us out a little bit there. We are sorry that our development speed does not meet users' expectations. We will do our best to become a development team that can be better at to meet users' expectations. So this is just the I think probably the loud majority or the loud minority or however that saying goes. I feel like the development speed, three decently chunked, decently sized updates in 3 months is actually quite fast. It's kind of insane. Obviously, I do wish there was more end game in this game, but it's kind of sad to see that like people always want more. I'm okay with it. I understand that you guys might want more. I play the game a lot. I've got everything, MR26, all the Descendants, all that good stuff. I don't see myself playing more than I do now, and I still have fun building Descendants, and there's probably gonna be a point where I'm done building Descendants, and then I'm waiting for content. But I'm okay with that. I have fun with the game. But we'll move on to the next question before I can't tangent for too long. So, next question they were asked is, can I replace someone who leaves during party play? So that person's just asking, why isn't somebody filling my party whenever somebody leaves in the middle of the match? And they said, since the content's playtime is short, it's unlikely that participation will be necessary in the middle. So they have no plans to make it so somebody can join in the middle of a match-made activity, which is kind of unfortunate, especially if the scaling doesn't go down. Because I know that you have to like Alt F4 to scale the bosses down if in the middle of the loading screen if you want to get like Frostwalker down, scaled down to one person's HP. So I hope that in Infiltration Dungeons, at least if somebody leaves, the mob HP and stuff is scaled down. Okay, you said you would apply the trading function as soon as it is ready. So this is big news. But do you plan to use Caliber? They said yes. Before the launch, we talked about our future plans and said that we were preparing a trading function. For now, we will improve the individual farming environment rather than trading and increase the consumption of blueprints or goods obtained through farming. It is important to enrich the gameplay. We want to focus more on this. So this is kind of sad. So they said that they do want to add trading. Obviously, they're going to add trading, but it's probably going to be a while because they said it's important to enrich the actual gameplay of the game before they focus on trading. So trading is coming, but it might be a while. We're going to have to wait and see what they have planned for season two, which there is a question about season two. But this is good news and bad news because it means that there is going to be trading. It's probably going to be a while before there is, but it means that we're going to be able to get Caliber free to play eventually. So it is kind of exciting. But nonetheless, that's the question there. We're going to move on to the next question. I guess it wasn't really a question. They said, I heard there was an announcement. What is it? So just saying, hey, what's the announcement? What's the big announcement? There is an update on October 10th, 400% infiltration operation. Deathstalker is the new guerrilla warfare. I'm guessing that is like mistranslation from like a boss or like some kind of new mechanics or something for the boss. Ultimate Freyna and Freyna story added. Users who have already completed the 400% invasion can easily take on the challenge. I'm guessing they're talking about the boss. And then users with less settings or less builds can clear the level by challenging it according to their attributes. Not too sure what this means. I'm guessing it means that they're going to maybe make it, I don't know, users with less settings, I'm guessing like less builds, can clear the level by challenging it according to their attributes. So maybe this is like they're saying, hey, don't do 400% until you have a build for it. It says, this is content where veterans can sufficiently guide newbies. We plan to create new endgame content for season two. So two big lines here. This is content where veterans can sufficiently guide newbies. This is good to me. I love seeing this because this probably means that it's going to be pretty hard. So the community might get a little mad at this, and I can see why, because they don't like when things are super hard. And I understand why. For me, I kind of like a challenge. I like for some things in the end game to be a challenge instead of just trivial. So I'm hoping that it actually stays hard and they don't just nerf it like they did with Invasion Dungeons. Or if they do nerf it, don't nerf it as hard as the Invasion Dungeons, because that was just a giant nerf, and now you kind of just dance through them like no issue. They're very trivialized. And then big news, we plan to create new endgame content for season two. Obviously, they're going to create something for season two. We all knew it's going to be something. Endgame content seems to be the focus for season two, which is really good because that's really what this game needs right now. There's a lot of ways to build your character and level up and do all the early game stuff, but now we're just looking for endgame content. So that's very, very exciting. And then we've got the last one. It's not even a question. It just says, lastly, a message to the viewers. The developers have been running around like crazy since the official release. We will continue to receive feedback from you. We will continue to improve the game by collecting and reflecting on the feedback. We ask for your continued interest and love. So a solid Q&A, very quick one. I was live on Twitch watching this last night trying to decipher what they were saying. They posted some Japanese subtitles, and I was just using like somebody in chat told me to use the Google image app, and you could like instantly translate it. So we were using Google Lens to do that. Didn't really get the answers though. We just got the questions, but now we have the answers. So it's good to know what the answers were. Obviously, the big highlights are going to be endgame content coming in season two, and then the trading. Trading will be coming. We just don't know when for sure. But very excited. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day. And I will see you guys on Tuesday for the weekly loot cave, and then I'll be working on the Ajax build. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter, or X, I guess. Links are in the description to Discord, Twitter, Patreon, and my Twitch if you guys would like to follow me. And then I will see you guys later. Peace out. Goodbye.